Humm, baby.
Enjoy this great game.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. And today, we got to amend my Dodgers preview because it looks like Justin Turner is going to be back. It's a 2-year, $34 million deal with a club option for a third. And this is a move that I thought was increasingly likely as he wasn't signing. I didn't originally predict that he would be back with the Dodgers. I didn't think he would be back. And then as more time passed and we're getting closer to spring training, he hasn't signed anywhere. I'm thinking it may be. But, for me, I really like Edwin Rios, and I thought Rios was going to get a shot to be in that lineup every day, maybe to play third base, but apparently now he's still going to be more of a backup, and he's going to get plenty of playing time, but now it's obviously Justin Turner is going to be the man. So Justin Turner back in Los Angeles, and amazing, a pretty nice deal, 2 years, $34 million. Turner's contract is the largest guarantee for a free agent position player 36 or older in the first year of a deal since Victor Martinez's 4-year, $68 million contract back in 2014. Now, obviously, he had a pretty good abbreviated 2020. Hit .307 with a 400 on base, 460 slugging, 4 home runs, 9 doubles, 23 RBI. And he had interest also from Brewers, Mets, Blue Jays, among other teams. Offensive production dropped ever so slightly the last 2 seasons, it says here. Injuries limited him to less games and, obviously older, but he still has been producing. And so it's going to be interesting to see how this contract works out. This contract could be a terrible contract, if Turner gets hurt or can't stay healthy or can't stay productive. But, at the same time, I think that the Dodgers don't care. They can use, if that happens, they still got Rios. The Dodgers are just signing whoever looks like is going to be a quality player for them, and if it works out, great. If it doesn't, they got massive depth. So it's like they'll risk the money and they're going to do it. And this is definitely like I said before with the Bauer deal, I don't think it's a great deal per se, like the money for the player. And the same kind of applies here, but at the same time, if you have the money and you're going to get the player, the bottom line is you're going to win more games. You're going to be better on the field, and you have a better chance to go win a World Series, and they have a better chance to go repeat as world champions, which is not a good thing as a Giants fan for me. As far as farther down the road, could these kind of deals hurt the Dodgers? Possibly in 3, 4, 5 years from now, possibly, but possibly not. I really don't know the finances there. If they just have money growing on trees down there and it doesn't matter, and they're just going to continue to sign, and I think more than likely he has at least another very strong season left in him. 2022, I think we'll see some slowdown after that. He's getting up there in age, but yeah, this is a nice move here for the Dodgers, assuming they have the money, can afford him, and obviously they can. Talks about his Game 6 World Series returning to the field. Means absolutely nothing. I don't agree with him returning to the field, but I can certainly understand. You just won a World Series after grinding and dedicating yourself and your body year after year after year, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You finally, with that same team, all the failures, all the nights that you didn't make it, you had to go home and watch another team celebrate. Your team finally does it. And you're not allowed to be a part of the dog pile. You're not allowed to be there. I can't imagine being in that situation where Justin Turner, especially you feel fine. You're like, dude, I'm fine. Please let me go out there. I can't really blame him for wanting to go out there. I can definitely blame some of the officials or the way it was run that he was allowed to go out there with a COVID-19 positive. That was kind of crazy that he was actually allowed to make it out there. But I'm not going to blame Justin Turner for wanting to go out there because I can definitely understand that. Like in that moment, you won a World Series. You think your mind is going to be logical? Like, well, I have COVID and a positive test. I certainly don't want to put people at risk. He just won the World Series. I understand both sides, but come on, he just won a World Series. He's going to try to get out there. If you're going to blame anyone, blame the people that let him get out there. That Manfred or someone else was not like, dude, no, put guards out there. We cannot let him back on the field. We can't do it. Here it says, despite the irresponsible and potentially harmful decision, it does not seem to factor in no, it doesn't factor into it. Like I just explained, maybe it was irresponsible and potentially harmful. If you've never made a irresponsible and potentially harmful decision in your entire life, I know I've made lots of irresponsible and potentially harmful decisions. It's part of being alive. It happens. And this was not a good decision, but it's certainly understandable. And I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing. Now, I wouldn't have done the same thing if it was my first year on the team, or if it was my third or fourth World Series, or some situation like that. But when you look at Justin Turner, the one guy it had to happen to was the guy who had been there the longest, or close to the longest. I'm not sure, maybe Kershaw. There's been a couple other guys been there for a long time too, but Turner had been there forever and part of all those failures. So, I mean, I can understand why he would want to go back out. Not just want to, but be like, I'm going out there. I can understand that. If you can't, then that's fine. But I'm still shocked that he was actually allowed to pull it off. Someone should have actually had stopped him. He should have been stopped. And, that's sad. Like, you're keeping a guy like that from going back on the field to celebrate with his teammates. But, you don't want to go out there and, spread COVID-19 to all your teammates. So, yeah, I mean, it's a tough deal. But I never wanted to make a huge deal about it because, I mean, that's... Even as a Giants fan, I couldn't feel worse for somebody in that situation. But for finally getting that World Championship and not being able to go celebrate with your teammates, that's rough. That's rough. I'm sure I'll get a lot of thumbs down for that opinion. But again, opinion is he shouldn't have gone out there. Just to make clear, he should not have been out there. But come on, look at it from Turner's point of view. This is a pretty good signing, if assuming that Justin Turner continues to produce. I don't think I would have pulled the trigger on this deal if I'm the Dodgers. I don't think I would have pulled the trigger on the Bauer deal if I'm the Dodgers. But then again, if I'm the Dodgers, I have apparently endless money. So maybe I would have. Who knows? But anyway, I don't feel like these guys are worth this type of money. Justin Turner, $34 million, even just statistically. Then when you take his age into account, it's a lot of money. It feels like too much. But then again, like I keep saying, hey, if they can afford it, they can afford it. And the Dodgers are going to be a serious freaking contender. I mean, more than a contender. They're going to be the absolute favorite. So, I mean, best of luck in 2021 to you and your teams, whoever that might be. And I can't wait. We're getting close. Look for another preview coming tonight or tomorrow morning at the latest, but I think I'll be able to get that out tonight. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Please check out all my 30 clubs in 30 days previews. I just did the Reds yesterday, and I've already done the Dodgers, so look at this as more as just a update to that preview. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll talk to you next time. See ya!
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park.